Yes. About a year ago, I had open heart surgery. I have congestive heart failure. It's a pre-existing condition. The Affordable Care Act saved my life. Okay, now, if you take a look at the oral argumentation at the recent case in the Fifth Circuit down in New Orleans, it seems more and more likely the ACA is going to be struck down before the election takes place. Now, whatever care plan you favor, at my most optimistic, you're elected president, we hold the House, and we take the Senate. But even when I'm really drunk and optimistic, I don't imagine us taking 60 seats in the Senate. So my question is, I know you don't have authority over the Senate, but would you call for the end of the filibuster in the Senate if you were to win the presidency and we were to win the Senate?
This is an incredibly tough question. Let me just tell you why. This country works best, as I mentioned earlier, when everyone is brought in. And we have some mechanisms like the filibuster that try to force some bipartisanship and some consensus on the most challenging and difficult issues. And yet, we've never seen a Congress and a federal government as dysfunctional as the one that we have today, not completely owing to partisanship, and I don't want to say a pox on both houses. The Republican majority that you have in the Senate, Mitch McConnell in particular, said that his number one goal was not ensuring that every American's well enough to live to their full potential, or everyone has a job, or this economy is working. He wanted to make President Obama a one-term president, and then after that he wanted to deny him his last year in office and the ability to nominate someone to the Supreme Court. So with that level of paralysis and dysfunction, these kinds of challenges, whether it's healthcare or climate, 10 years left to meet the most existential crisis we have ever faced, I'm willing to ensure that we do everything possible within the bipartisan framework that we have right now, but failing that, to take every step necessary to make sure that we save the lives of our fellow American, stave off the impending disaster of climate by coming together as a country, and meet each and every single challenge that awaits us. So it is only with that as an absolute last option that I even entertain the idea of supporting the end of the filibuster. Thank you for asking. Appreciate it.